according to this, I am live. So if you're in there, jump in and say hi. I did a live stream yesterday. It was on. Did I do it on yours? It was yours.
Yeah, Gulf Island.
I did it on Gulf Island Rock.
You're gonna do one tomorrow on Gulf Island too.
Apparently, I'm doing one tomorrow on Gulf
Around
Island
3
Rock.
o'clock.
Wendy says I'm doing one tomorrow on Gulf Island Rock. So Gulf Island Rock is not my channel. I just want to let you guys know that that is not. It's not my YouTube channel. It's actually Wendy's channel.
But
I do.
A lot of the videos are of you.
Yeah.
So it is your channel in a sense.
Anyway, I do live streams on there for Wendy. So.
And you do lots. I video you.
Just because I like doing live streams. So anyway, I'll wait till a few more people get in there, and then I'm going to tell you about our day here on Salt Spring Island today. So right now, what's the temperature out here? What, 20? It's pretty warm out here. It's nice. I guess it's 20. I didn't even look, but I'm guessing it's around 20 degrees Celsius, something like that. So that's about 70. And this morning we had a really busy day today. I'll tell you that. A very, very busy day.
He had a busy
dog
day.
crashed out too. So don't be shy. If you're in there, jump in and say hi, leave your comments. If you got anything to talk about, palm trees, exotica, talk about it. You want to talk about food? We'll talk about food. But I had a very palmy day today, and I like palmy days. So I just uploaded a short video of what I did today, and the full length video and the whole documentary of today this morning will be on Gulf Island Rock, right? So Gulf is one word, and Island Rock is the next word. So Gulf Island Rock. That's Wendy's YouTube channel. Check it out. She's got a lot of palmy and exotic videos on there. So this morning, the day started pretty early. I was up early. Wendy was up even earlier than me, and she was up at like 5:15. I don't know what she was doing, but anyway, I got up at around 5:45, and I went out and watered the garden. I did a lot of watering and stuff like that. Wendy did some watering, and then at 10:30 a.m., good pal Scotty arrived at our place. Scotty is within walking distance of our place, because when we got back after we did what we had to do, his wife came walking down with the dog Kona, and they're probably, I don't know, how long does it take to walk from there? Like 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10-minute walk.
It's just up the hill.
It's not very far. It's actually a really nice walk. They live in a really beautiful area. So the north end of the island is a very beautiful area of Salt Spring Island. So anyway, we'll wait. I see 2 watchers in there. 2 shy watchers, because you're not saying anything. When I see 2 watchers in there and I don't see any comments, you're kind of shy. So you're just listening. You're sandy-bagging. That's what we used to say on the two-way radio. When you're listening and not talking, it's called sandy-bagging.
Oh, that's okay. Just interested.
And then when you talk a lot and you don't listen to people, it means you have an alligator mouth. It's all mouth and no ears.
We had people visit the nursery today too.
We actually had people visit the nursery today. Wendy sold a bunch of palm trees. So that's what I mean. It was a very palmy day today. Wendy sold a lot of palms. And it's funny, one of the ladies that came here today from the Big Island was not even into palms. She was just with the other 2 people that wanted to buy palms. And
she had met us.
She'd met us before in the Big Island, but this one lady was not into palms, but I convinced her into buying a palm tree. She by the time she'd walked through our garden, she says, "You know what? I really like these palm trees." And she says, "I'd never been fond of palm trees before." And we have so many palm trees in our garden, they kind of grew on her by the time we walked from one end of the property to the other, and the one end of the garden, not the property, the garden. And she says, "I really like the looks of all these palm trees." So she ended up buying a palm tree. She bought a 1-gallon palm tree. So anyway, it looks still quiet in there, so I'm not going to flap my gums too much until more people get in there.
Really?
No. What am I going to talk about? So if I talk about stuff now, then the people that come in aren't going to hear what I'm talking about.
Tell a story about Luella, an old name.
Luella.
We met her.
Yeah.
A few months back, because we had to go to the laundromat in Chemainus. You can tell the story.
That was in December. So our washing machine broke down in December. We're waiting for parts to come in. So there was no laundromat on Salt Spring at the time. And then we went over to the Big Island, and we went to the laundromat over there, and we met a really nice lady that ran the laundromat, Luella. Well, she shows up at our place today with 2 friends, and her one friend, an older gent, really nice guy, bought a bunch of palm trees. And then her friend that didn't really like palm trees ended up buying a palm tree. So.
And the reason she came is because we met her that day. We loved her. She was great. And she works 5 days a week at this very cool
Old.
laundromat. It's kind of made retro style, so you feel like you're going back in time.
It is retro style.
Very clean, and it was a cool place. She says it's the hub. People meet there.
The hub, the laundromat.
Like the other lady said, well, it used to be the post office, but she said now it's the laundromat.
Good place to go get a date. You go to the laundromat and get a date, right? That's the dating place. So now we got 3 watchers in there. Pop in and I will tell you about my day today, right? And Wendy documented the whole day, the whole morning. We were gone, I don't know, we were only gone for about an hour.
Yeah.
But I think you got some pretty good video.
I did.
She got some really good video, and because of it now we have an 8-foot trunk palm tree, another palm tree with 8 feet of trunk growing in our garden. And thanks to Scotty. If you're watching this, Scotty, thanks, man, for your help.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that Red Racer beer.
So I need to edit the all the.
Wendy's going to edit the video tonight and hopefully get it on, and then you can see the video tomorrow. It'll be and she'll insert a lot of pictures. Did you go out and take some pictures of it now, all guy wired down and stuff?
No.
We took 18 fronds off of it, and it's a beautiful palm.
Still has tons of fronds.
Still got a lot of fronds on it. It's got a big trunk on it. Like I say, it's got over 8 feet of trunk on it, at least 8 feet of trunk. So, and it's thick
Very
trunk
healthy.
too. Yeah, it's a shame I had to dig it out, but you know what? If I didn't dig it out, it would have got cut down.
It looked like it was really crowded in there.
Yeah.
It was right up against her.
I think it was too crowded with all the fronds and everything and it was kind of touching the eave of her house. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we got it in a really good spot by the woodshed. Can't see it from here, I don't think. It's too far away. No.
I can see it.
Can you? Wendy can see it from here. So it's, I don't know, what is it, 150, 200 feet away?
Yeah.
It's a long way away. Wendy can see it. So anyway, I'm amazing how quiet it is in here. I see 4 watchers, and nobody's come in to say hi yet. So pop in, guys.
Is it because they're new?
No. There was 4 watchers. Now there's 3. So I think some of the watchers are people actually just cruising through the channel and think, what is this guy talking about? This is a live stream, folks. So if you've never been on my channel before, I do a lot of live streaming. And I'm on an island in the North Pacific. We're on a fairly small island in the North Pacific off the southwest coast of Canada. And we grow a lot of palm trees here. So you can see behind me some of the vegetation, okay? And we do grow a lot of different exotic plants. So in our garden right now, we have some flowering maple blooming. We have a lot of things. Oh, Lavatera's in full bloom down there. Look over the deck, full bloom.
Oh,
I looked at that old dude today. That's in full bloom.
And you know what? Show them the arbutus. Like it's blooming, and then it gets these red berries. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, arbutus trees in bloom. I don't know if you can see it. See it blooming? Lots of flowers. See it?
No.
Right down. Isn't there? I thought I saw Lavatera in bloom. No. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I thought it was an Lavatera.
No,
I took a glance at it when I was looking over.
What? That apple tree is a espalier. Like it's got about 5 different apples on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So it will pollinate.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool.
Anyway, guys, join in. So nobody joins in. I mean, we always have lots of people on these live streams. And if you don't want to join in, that's fine. And then I'll keep it short then. I won't make it a super long live stream. I'm guessing you guys are having really nice weather there. Like we have beautiful weather here. So I'm guessing you guys, Jane, hello, aloha to Jane in not Waikiki, Kapahulu, on the island of Oahu.
Aloha, Jane.
Jane loves to hike. Jane just went hiking. I think, Wendy, you went hiking yesterday, didn't you?
Yesterday.
Wendy goes for hikes too. Wendy and Jane, we get along good. Wendy loves to hike. So she went for a hike yesterday. And Jane's lucky because she gets to go up into the rainforest. She gets to go up into Lion Arboretum.
Wow. Oh, love it.
Yeah, you go to the Manoa Falls. So I know we like Lion Arboretum. So Wendy goes into the forest here and she brings our little dog and he likes to hike too. Yeah. So Jane, the palm transplant today went very smooth. Yeah. I just uploaded a short video of it. There'll be a longer version of it. I saw a huge koa tree today. Sweet. Jane loves koa trees the way I love.
I love koa wood.
Yeah, Wendy loves koa wood.
Oh. Well, we have a couple tikis from.
We have some koa wood tikis. Wailupi Valley.
By,
Wendy's got koa wood tikis, and I have. She's got a koa wood ukulele, right? She bought that one in Maui, and then we bought one of the tikis on Oahu and one of the tikis in Lahaina, Maui.
Yeah.
Carved by one guy was from Tonga and the other guy was a Hawaiian guy, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So It would be cool if we had koa wood trees here, but we don't. We have the native arbutus trees. That's kind of our koa of the Gulf Islands. Anyway, we got a beautiful day here, Jane. It's sunny.
Does she have one growing in her yard?
No. I don't think you don't have a koa wood tree, do you, Jane? They're too big.
Yeah.
They get too big, and if you live in a smaller property, they're going to get
I mean, big. Some people have them.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Jane would love to have a koa wood. Koa is the second most common native tree. Yeah. So easy to propagate there too. I would imagine if you just throw a seeds down on the ground, they're going to grow.
Does she have like chickens and roosters?
No.
Around?
I don't think.
No, because then.
Oh, you have a small tree. Jane does have a small tree. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. Well, you're living in a good area. I can't wait to go back to Hawaii one day. I don't know when. I think we should go back.
She was saying like land price there and housing must be so expensive.
It's expensive in Hawaii. Hawaii is so expensive, like to live there, right, Jane?
At Maui condos. Yeah. You know, I mean, there was a point when we could have bought, but we couldn't. But now prices of condos.
Here in the city, they get 30 to 40 feet tall. Wow, that's pretty good. And I know there's a lot of them around in Hawaii, and it is a very hard wood. And I know there's a store in Waikiki, and everything was koa wood when I went in there, like koa wood pens, koa wood watches, koa wood ukuleles, wedding rings, koa wood rings. And they make a lot of stuff out of koa wood because it's extremely hard, exotic wood. It's a beautiful wood too. Wendy's ukulele is. I should show Jane the ukulele you have. Wendy's gonna go get her koa wood ukulele.
You should play a tune.
I could try to play a tune for you. You might even recognize the tune if I can remember how to play it. I'm not a ukulele player. Wendy's gonna go get the koa wood ukulele. She bought it on Maui and Wailea. She bought it in Wailea, Maui. About when did you buy it? About 4 years ago. Probably about 4 years ago, something like that. So it's like I say, it's such a beautiful hardwood. Look at this. She's even got it in a Hawaiian ukulele case.
A beautiful case for it.
Okay, so some koa wood, Jane. Unfortunately, not in tree form anymore.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Wrong way.
There it is.
Beautiful.
I'm not a ukulele player, but that is koa wood.
And it's got the mother of pearl shell.
Mother of pearl right there.
Beautiful.
That is a koa wood ukulele. There's not a lot of koa trees in low elevation, but you can see them. So mid to high elevation.
Ask them if they know what song that is.
Okay, you know what the song this is? You know what song that is? Anyway, that's the only thing I know how to play an ukulele. So this is for Jane. There you go. That is a beautiful. Still got the price on it. That was not a cheap. $229 bucks.
US.
That was a $229 ukulele. That's called "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple. That's not a Hawaiian song. Deep Purple, a rock band from England from the late '60s, early
Does anyone
'70s.
know?
Jane's the only one in there. So Jane, I know. So anyway, that's "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple. Anyway, Wendy actually took ukulele lessons a couple of times when we went to Maui, and
I'd bring it every time we.
She brought it. She brings it every time we go to Maui, and she likes to play her ukulele. So.
Yeah, it's been to Maui probably 3 trips.
3 trips to Maui. That's been, and then when we go next time.
I mean, we've been to Maui how many times? 5,
6 times, I think we've been to Maui. So next time we go to Waikiki, she's gonna have to bring an ukulele. Yeah. So. Anyway, like I say, we moved a big palm tree this morning, Jane, a Trachycarpus fortunei. I went and dug it out yesterday, and then I had my buddy Scotty come help me with it this morning, and we actually manhandled it. We had to dig some more roots out, do a little bit more digging, and then we had to cut back a clematis and haul the palm from the site where we dug it to the truck, what I had on the road, my truck. And we actually ended up lifting it up into the back of the truck. So it's got 8 feet of trunk on it. I just uploaded a video here, a short video of the palm tree, what it looks like in our garden. And if you want to see the full documentary of the palm move, Wendy will have that on her channel. It was pretty heavy. They're always pretty heavy. I removed 18 fronds from it and packed it in with really good soil. So hopefully it won't get too stressed out because, you know, often when you can take off a lot of the roots, they do, you know, they will get stressed. So, but you know what, I noticed a lot of nice new roots coming out of it that I didn't damage. And, you know, it is coming into flower, like there's flower pods on it as well. So it is starting to cloud over right now.
Blue sky here.
Blue sky here and clouds over there. And unfortunately, the sun is blocked out by the clouds now, but there's a lot of blue sky up there too. So anyway, it's a gorgeous day on the rock. And I'm sure it's a lot warmer in where Jane is. Where Jane is, I'm sure it is probably about 80 degrees at least. Right, Jane? I'm sure it's nice and toasty in Waikiki right now. And I wonder how busy the beaches are right now. Is there a lot of tourists there right now, Jane? Or is it really quiet because of, you know, what's going on in the world? Like, it's very quiet here on Salt Spring Island because they're encouraging people not to travel, right? So it's pretty dead when you go to town. Like usually this time of the year we're crawling with tourists, but no. I have to hike around 1,000 foot sea level, 1,000 foot above sea level. So how high is Manoa Lion Arboretum? Is that about 1,000 foot up? 85 right now in Hawaii. It's 85 Fahrenheit there right now. Oh man, that is toasty. 85. Oh.
So are there lots of tourism industries? Obviously.
Yeah. Hey Jane, how's the tourism right now? Is there a lot of tourists there right now, or have they kind of slowed down because of what's going on, or is there still a lot of flights? I wonder, tourists coming into on the island of Oahu. I wonder how busy Honolulu Airport is right now. Like when we're there, it's always busy, but right now because of what's going on, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot quieter than normal, right? And like here, the ferries I think are quieter, and our town, definitely our little village, is a lot quieter. It's just a lot of locals you see, and you don't see the tourists right now. So B&B here, our B&B is very quiet. Nobody's staying at our B&B. Unfortunate for Wendy. I kind of like it. I like the quietness myself. Wendy likes the income coming in from the B&B, but we don't. Like the quiet. She likes the quiet too.
It's nice.
The entrance of Lion is 500 feet. Oh, the entrance of Lion is, so not super high. Okay, that's, the lower entrance. When you come in, there's a sign there, big wooden sign that says Lion Arboretum. Then you walk up. So 500 feet above sea level. Okay, we're about, I don't know what we are, 140 feet here, something like that. You don't go to Waikiki anymore. Yeah, it's too probably busy and hectic for you, right? You know, to me, it's just so touristy. Waikiki. We stay there when we're in Waikiki. We stay in Waikiki, and often we don't need to rent a car just because we can walk everywhere and take the bus, and it's convenient. But yeah, Waikiki is a pretty busy place. But the elevation varies in line. Yeah, it does. I mean, Manoa Falls must be even up higher though, Jane. Like we walked up to Manoa Falls at Lion Arboretum in that area, and it seemed quite a bit higher, right? So I'm guessing that's probably another 300 feet up. At least, right? So that's got to be at least 800 feet up. I bet you're getting close to 1,000 foot at the falls. Wendy went in the falls. She sat in the pond there. I kind of waded in them, and she actually sat in the pond. It was a really hot day when we hiked up there, and it was really nice. It was beautiful. I miss Hawaii. I really can't wait to go back again. And just, I really do want to go back to Waikiki, like I say, because there's so much to see and do in Waikiki. And I just enjoy strolling through the zoo, and maybe not necessarily see the animals, but I like the plants in there. Hello, camels in there, right on. I was going to say, Camel, our palm move went smooth today. We moved a big Trachycarpus palm into our garden today, and it went really nice. The falls at Lion are 800. Okay, so I was close, 800 feet, right on. Palms USA. Wendy pulled Palms USA name out of the thing yesterday. I removed a lot of names from the bucket. Eh? Like I think I took about 100 names out of that bucket, so it really narrows it down. So you got a better chance of winning out of the bucket. So, and Jane's won, Palms USA's won, because you guys are regulars here, and I want you guys to have a better chance. There's people that just show up every so often, so I kind of just took their name out of the bucket. I took about at least 100 names out of that bucket. So, like I say, you guys have the odds are a lot better for you guys now. So Wendy pulled his name out last night. Koa trees don't like rainfall below 40 inches. Oh, that is interesting. Our rainfall here is below 40 inches.
Well, they don't.
They don't. Our rainfall here is actually below 40 inches and could be up to 40 inches in a wet year. So we're 30 to 35 inches here on Salt Spring Island, and even less on the outer Gulf. But that is really interesting. They don't like rainfall below 40 inches. Well, I can tell you how much rain we had for April. We had 17 millimeters, and then we had 13 millimeters for March. So we didn't even get an inch in each month. It's been pretty dry, but that's typical for spring. Yeah, it's been dry here. It is usually very dry here anyway. We're in the dry season now, and it is actually kind of bothersome and worrisome because we're doing a lot of watering. We've been doing a lot of watering, so more rain, the merrier would be good. Did you get your thing off? Your little circle thing?
Well, I didn't check that.
So there you go. I meant per year. Oh, per year. Oh, yeah, no, that's what we get per year. Sorry. Yeah, rain, that's what we get per year. We get 30 to 35 inches per year. So I think Koa would work here if I could get a hardy one. That's the thing. And our outer Gulf Islands are even drier, Jane. They're down into the upper 20s, can be 28 inches, and as low as 18 inches. I know Saturna one year, when we were 18 inches the one year, or 28 inches one year, Saturna was 18 inches. They actually had 10 inches less rain than we did here on Salt Spring Island. So they were 18 for the year, and we were 28 that year. So I've seen a couple of years where it's been 28 inches, but usually we're around 35 inches, something like that. It starts raining here, crazy June. Oh wait. Oh yeah. See, we don't get that here. I wish we did. That's almost like subtropical. Our summers are way too dry, and that's what I don't like. That's the only thing I really don't like about this island is the dryness in the summer. I wish we had rain, and I wish the winters were dry and the summers were wet. What's cool? Did you get it off?
No, I may be accepted for a government grant to do skateboard art with
Where would you do it?
Here.
Oh, right on.
I might be. That's good.
How would you do it? Just set up tables, I guess.
Yeah.
Set up your plastic tables.
Yeah.
Cool.
They could do palm trees.
Cool.
Or whatever.
Morris, dry in BC. Hope you are not. I don't lie, Michael Morris. We're in the Southern Gulf Islands. You want to know something? As I was driving to town today with my buddy Scotty to help me transplant the palm, he says he cannot believe how dry it is, the difference between here and the mainland of British Columbia. He says he can see the big difference in how dry it is here in the Southern Gulf Islands. So our climate here is a Mediterranean climate on the Gulf Islands. We're in a rain shadow, and we get far less rain than Vancouver. And you think it's dry in Tsawwassen? We'll come to the Gulf Islands. It's drier here on the Gulf Islands than it is in Tsawwassen. I thought it was wet all the time. That's what, that's the misconception that most people make about British Columbia. They think it's wet all the time. If it was that wet here, we wouldn't have native cactus growing and succulents and lots of other dry plants native on our island, right? So you're going to find, if you want wet, go to the west coast of Vancouver Island. Go up to the Great Bear Rainforest where they get about 140 inches of rain a year. We're 30 to 35 inches annually here where we are on Salt Spring Island, 30 to 35 inches per year of rain. And that's counting snowfall and everything. So that's how much rain we don't get here. And well, you can watch my videos. My videos don't lie because I shoot videos every single day of the year. And if it's raining, you're going to see it. And not often you see rain in my videos. My figs is producing. Oh, cool. Right on. We have fig trees too. We have quite a few of them. No figs on them yet. But I can't wait. I love figs. Figs are awesome. We have a few different varieties of them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, I was going to say, Michael, we also grow olives here too. There's commercial olives on our island as well. Yeah. It's funny. People back east think it's raining here all the time. And yet actually we get less rainfall annually than Toronto. Toronto gets more rain than us on an annual basis. Interesting, eh? Matter of fact, Seattle's not even that wet. I think they're about 40 inches, 39, 40 inches annually in Seattle. So I don't know why people think it rains here every day. It's beautiful out. And you know what? You see these Trachycarpus palms? The winter months are wet. The winter months are wet, and they absolutely love it. So the most of our rain falls in the winter months. And look at how green these guys are. So now we're actually watering these things. But they love the climate here. And we can get a lot of rain in the winter months. So winter months, and you're watching my videos, you're going to see more rainfall. Cover too. What's the most cold hardy olive variety I want to try growing? Alberquina. I think that's what it's called. Alberquina, something like that. Jane Tang. Koa trees like moist, a bit dry, but then they can naturally grow forests that are too wet or too dry. Can't grow naturally. Okay. God, I'm trying to think. Is it Albaquina? Albaquina, Albaquina. Something like, if you Google it, it'll probably do spelling correction for you. They grow about 8 or 9 different species of olives at the olive farm here on Salt Spring Island, and they harvest a lot of olives to make the olive oil. They have, like I say, they have a processing plant here on our island, and they claim it's the best olive oil you'll ever taste. So I said, put me down for some of this olive oil. I know the owners, and they're really nice people, and I should actually go through and make another video of the olive farm. I've got videos of me at the olive farm that I've shot, and I should actually do another video touring the olive farm. I tried an olive off of one of the olive trees, and they're absolutely disgusting. You got to soak them in brine. They got to be cured first before you can eat them. They harvest all the olives by hand here. And one day I was driving back on the south end of the island, and all the olive farm is on a south slope heading down into the Fulford Valley. And they were harvesting olives last year in late October. Usually they harvest them in November and December. And what's the cost of house there? What's the cost of a house here, Wendy? My wife's here. She's in the real estate.
Anywhere from like 800,000 up to 2 million.
Even more than 2 million. So yeah, anywhere from 800,000 to over 2 million.
Low end.
Yeah, that's low end. 800. Yeah, the houses are very expensive here on Salt Spring Island. So 800,000 upwards.
Canadian.
I don't know, what's our place worth here.
It's probably close to $1 million.
Million. Yeah, this place is worth about $1 million. 1 point. You think it's, no, it's not worth 1.5.
2 acres.
I'd say I heard it was 1.2 million.
Our gardens are amazing.
The gardens here are worth more than the house, put it that way. Yeah, so houses are very expensive. I mean, I think the most expensive house on this island is probably worth about 20 million. It's the one at the end of Scott Point. That's that big house on the water, and it owns the point and right on the water. Anything on the ocean is expensive, but it's a really difficult place to ever find a place to rent. There's no places to rent here, and price of property is super expensive. Oh, I found it. Seems good. Mission is also, yeah, there you go. So those are the ones. I knew, Camel, you would find it by Googling it. So it's supposed to be pretty hardy. I don't know how cold hardy it is. You have to look up the cold hardiness on that olive. I'm guessing 10 degrees Fahrenheit or maybe lower. I don't know. I'm guessing 10 degrees though. Hey, Michael Morris, where are you? Whereabouts do you live? I'm curious. So where we live on Salt Spring Island, we're on the very northern point of Salt Spring Island. We're like a kilometer from the northern end of it. It's expensive here, Michael Morris. I'm not kidding you. Gas, it's great at gas here. It's over $6 a gallon. There it goes, reconnecting. Bummer. There we go. I just lost a connection and I'm back. So gas is over $6 a gallon here for the cheap gas, okay? And everything else is super expensive too. It's a really high cost of living. They can take down 5 Fahrenheit, probably get damaged. Okay, cool. So it depends on the length of the freeze, Camel. That's the thing. If it's a long freeze, you got to watch it. So we don't have long freezes here, and that's why the olive trees, there's a lot of people that grow olive trees here. We have lots of olive trees on our property, in our garden. And there's a lot of people in Salt Spring that grow olive trees in their private gardens. And I've never seen them damaged yet. I guess it hasn't been cold enough here yet. I mean, if we have a really super extreme bad winter, possibly, but it hasn't been cold enough yet. Oh, you're Halifax. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, my buddy's brother bought a place in Halifax. He sold his place south of Vancouver in Langley, where I used to live, 5 acres for 1.4 million. Okay. And then he bought a place in Halifax, southern part of Nova Scotia, right on the Atlantic Ocean. He owns 2 small islands. He got it for dirt cheap. He got the place for next to nothing. And he remodeled. It's an old house built in the 1800s. He loves it in Nova Scotia because he could bank all his money. So he got his house totally remodeled. Keith bought a place in Nova Scotia, and Phil's brother. Yeah, and he remodeled his house and he banked a ton of money. So the cost of living here, Michael, is absolutely insane. I think the Silver Queen could survive since. Yeah, I saw that thing there, Jane, and somebody else posted it too. And it's too bad I didn't save any Silver Queens because I grew a bunch of them from seed years ago and I sold them. So who knows where they are? You know what I mean? I should have actually saved a few of them, but I didn't. Did the house prices go up since the have they gone up, do you think, since what's going on, Wendy? House prices? I wonder if house prices have gone up. I mean, they seem to. Wendy thinks they've gone up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Things are selling. There's not a lot on the market.
There's not a lot on the market here.
It's a seller's market.
It's a seller's market. So a lot of houses here are going $200,000 to $300,000.
So it allows them to ask for more.
Yeah, over the asking price. Okay, so our island has 10,500 people on it, and I think I heard there's only maybe barely 40 listings, or less than 40 listings on our island. So they're looking for listings. There's not a lot of stuff for sale here on Salt Spring Island. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy, but we're not planning on selling. I've been here for a few decades at this place. My mom and dad bought here in the 1970s. They bought here in 78 for $25,000, 10 acres. Can you imagine that? 10 acres for 25,000, but it's all relative. Koa tree because it'd be nice. So anyway, the coast basically gets no frost or freeze, maybe frost once a year. Yeah, cool. Camel. I think we fit most of the requirements that Hawaii has for koa. Well, you should try one. I'd like to try one here. Definitely. I'd love to try a koa tree here if I could. If I could find hardy koa seeds from the highest elevations of the big island of Hawaii, I would give koa a try. Even if I could grow it in a pot and then bring it in the wintertime to the tiki hut or something like that, maybe it would work. I don't know. I'll have to try sometime. I could put the word out and try to get some koa seeds from someone, and I will definitely put them to the test. I'm game, putting things to the test. I tried on Palms USA. How's it going? Hey, did you send me your address? I haven't checked my email, so send me your address so I can get you some stuff out on Monday, Palms USA. We transplanted the big palm today. Palms USA, Scotty came over, and Wendy came and documented. So she shot a video for her YouTube channel, and it was a really smooth palm move. It was a heavy palm. It's got 8 feet of trunk on it, and it's growing happily in our garden now. So I will get you out some stuff on Monday. So you got to send me your address. Do that in a private email if you're on Facebook, or bananajoe@telus.net. Okay, that's my email. You can drop me an email there. So there you go. Congratulations. Yeah, when you have time, send it to me, and we'll get you the stuff out. I like to send stuff out right away. When I say I'm going to mail something to somebody, I mail it. When I sell stuff on eBay, as soon as they pay, it goes out the next day. How easy is it to set up a PO box? For anything to your house here?
Yeah, they do.
Well, they do. FedEx does. But the
mailman does too.
Yeah, once in a blue moon, the mailman does. If it's a bigger package.
I think he wants a break.
If it's a bigger package, he does.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, no problem, Palms USA. Congrats, sir, and we'll get you that stuff. We'll send you some one of Wendy's cards. I'll send you some palm seedlings, or some palm seedlings, and then I'll send you some nice soap. I got some cool soap, beer soap. It's really nice. Smells good. Send you some of that. So we'll get that off to you for sure. But P.O. boxes are expensive, so we don't bother with one of those because we got a home address, and we go down the road, and there's like this big mailbox with all these different boxes in it. That's where we pick up our mail. And then, like I say, they deliver parcels here to FedEx, Courier, whatever, Amazon. Camel legs go. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that's why I let Wendy pick the draw. She can fit her hand in the bucket. See, if I tried to get my hand in there, I would probably never get it in, or I'd get it stuck. So Wendy's got smaller danger. I hear a woodpecker over there.
Where's my hand?
There's Wendy's hands, and there's my hands. You see, so there's and Wendy actually has.
I have big hands.
Wendy has big hands, but I have massive. I have massive hands.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember that.
Well, because there was this guy that's 8 feet tall, and he said, "Yeah, I can hold 9 golf balls in my hand." So I did 11 golf balls. Tell Wendy thanks. She picked the right person. Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, great.
Dina, aloha, Wendy and Joe, Tropical Garden Paradise Masters. Danico, good to see you in there. Aloha to you. Tom Motor is Orthodox Easter, so I'll be heading to church to celebrate. Tom Motor is Easter. Or, well, good for you. Awesome. That'll be fun. Oh. Churches are closed here, unfortunately. Joe, you could play basketball. I could. I can grab a basketball like that. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Except for, I think you have 2 left feet.
Those rings are 16. The size 6. Are they 16 or 17?
Your son played.
Yeah, my kid was good at basketball. Yeah. I got videos of my youngest kid
playing basketball. Klutzy.
I'm too klutzy to play basketball. I'd kill myself or somebody else. Love Wendy Golf Rock Tour. The videos, awesome. Stunning plants over your garden. Oh, thanks a lot. Well, I tell you what, Wendy just documented a palm move we did today. We moved a big palm tree, Scotty and I, and Wendy was there videotaping it this morning. So she's going to edit it and put it on Golf Island Rock tonight.
I felt bad because sometimes I thought, oh God, I should help you guys.
She couldn't help. It was too heavy.
I was videoing and
we lifted that thing up into the truck, and Scotty is strong, right? Like Scotty is all muscle. He's a big dude. He's a firefighter. And we used to work out. Scotty and I were working out together 35 years ago. Back in the mid 1980s, we were lifting weights together. And now Scotty moved to Salt Spring, and he's my neighbor. He's our neighbor. So his wife walked down here from their place.
He's ready to retire.
He's ready to retire. Scotty's an awesome guy, and I'm glad he could help me move that palm tree. Digging it out, you got to check out Wendy's video, right? I dug it yesterday, but we had to do a little bit more digging today because I left some roots on it. And oh, there goes my connection. Oh, no. There goes the connection. Oh, no. Really? Bad connection. Oh, I hate that. I just... Bad connection. Oh, there we go. Connection's back. Sorry, guys. The connection died for a minute. Asking for a friend. I saw your video of the palm. Yeah, no, it's a nice palm. It's got 8 feet of trunk. Well, they wanted to cut it down. I sold that lady the palm tree 15 years ago. I asked her, I said, when did I sell you this? She said 15 years ago. Wow. And it was too close to her house, and she was going to get the gardener to cut it down. So she asked me if I wanted it. So
it started down there, in the nursery.
It started in our nursery. It got sold to somebody near our town, and now it's back in our property with 8 feet of trunk on it, which is cool. Dino, I'm a palm nut. Oh my God, I can't wait to see the palm tree. Oh yeah, you'll like it. Yeah, we've got all the other palm moves on there. I've moved some big palms over the years. I've moved dozens and dozens of big palms over the years. People would hire me and I would move their palm trees. And the biggest I've moved is 19 feet, about 19 feet of trunk, something like that. Trackies are, they are good for our climate. They do love it here. Camarops love it here. Looks like the Camadorias are liking it here too. And you have to see Jeff's brahias. So hopefully to get back to Jeff's in June, maybe even May, and I will shoot a video of his brahia. Hopefully he'll let me shoot a video of his garden. He didn't let me shoot a video last time of his garden. He has an amazing palm collection. He's got beautiful brahia, Armada edulis, and amazing Trithrinax acanthocoma. The Trithrinax is to die for. It's flawless. And he's got a gorgeous sable Bermudana. And like I say, when we were there in November, it was flowering. Yeah, it's he's got so many different palms, huge jubaeas, absolutely beautiful big jubaeas, massive Butia capitata, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff in his garden. A mature grove of Trachycarpus wagnerianus to die for. They're like 20 feet tall, and I think he's got about 10 of them there. And he's got Trachycarpus, not Winson, Teason. He's got Teason. He's got 20. They got 20 feet of trunk on them. They're just, his palms are superb, absolutely flawless, all of them, and they've been there a long time. He's got also a Camadoria microspadax, like I say, to die for. It's been there for years. It's as tall as me. It's a clump. It looks like a bamboo clump, tons of leaves on it. So I'll try to get a video of his garden for. He's got big sable minor too, really big sable minor. He planted it eons ago, huge ones. So you'll have to see when I head down to his place. He's got Manipure too, beautiful Trachycarpus Manipures. He's got 3 or 4 of them in there. His agave is just about as tall as me too. Huge agave. Yeah, so you will like that when I shoot a video of Jeff's garden for you. You can see what they grow in Victoria. It's pretty phenomenal because you think about how far we are north, right? We're not anywhere in the south. We're in the far north here, man. We're in Canada, and none of this stuff rightfully should grow here. Watch your videos for years and obsessed with palm drylands and flowering shrubs. Oh, cool. That is awesome. Thanks, Danica. Where are you anyway? Good to have you in here, buddy. I got to put your name in the draw then. So I do a draw every month. I'll make sure to put your name in the draw. If you're a regular viewer on our live streams here and you're a regular viewer of my videos, you'll be in the draw, okay? So every month I do a YouTube draw, and you can win some seeds or palm seedlings, one of Wendy's piece of art, cards, and some really cool soap, some beer soap. So I'll put you in the draw as soon as I'm done this live stream. I'll put your name on a piece of paper, and every last Saturday of every month, I did it yesterday, unfortunately, sorry, Wendy puts her hand into the draw bucket and picks out a name. So you're in there. Oh, you're in the UK. Cool. Like I say, my daughter used to live in the UK. She lived in Somerset, Taunton, and then she also lived, she moved to South Cornwall. So she lived near Devon. And then her and her husband moved to South Cornwall, and she was right on the sea, and lots of palm trees where my daughter lives. Even where she lived in Taunton, there was lots of palm trees. Yeah, there's the UK's got a great climate, and especially if you get down into the south. I mean, London, there's tons of palm trees, but you get down into the south, you got that Gulf Stream current, and it's Palm Central Station. I mean, the promenade on near her beach where she was, it had date palms, a Phoenix canariensis, lots of them. Yeah. Joe, I went to a fellow local palm nut ousted. There were 2 articles Washington Post on his palms. Oh no, which got too big. Oh, that's sad. I wonder if I've heard of that guy before. That's sad. I mean, that is the real problem. Like, I think it's cool that people grow Washingtonian in cool climates, but the worst thing is when your palm outgrows your structure, you cannot physically protect it anymore, and you actually have to cut it down. You know what I mean? It becomes too much work. And with Washingtonia is often you cannot protect them anymore in your cold climate, and you have to watch them die. And Tom Kelly had 45 to 50 foot tall Washingtonias on his property in St. Louis, Missouri, and he had to watch them freeze and die after many years they were there, decades they were there, and they actually froze and died. So that sucks. That really sucks. I'd like to see a picture of his washi if it's somewhere. Maybe there's a picture of it somewhere, but it's a shame. I think it's better if you're in a really cold climate, stick with trackies. Although trackies get pretty big too. If you're in too cold of a climate for them, it's too hard to protect them. And I don't know how you're going to protect a 30-foot tall Trachycarpus palm. There's Trachycarpus palms on our island that are 25, 30 feet tall. And I don't know how you would protect something that big. So if I was in a really cold climate, I would stick with Camarops, maybe the green mound form. I would stick with lower growing palms, Sable Louisiana, Sable minor, and Rapidophyllum hystrix. Something that's easier to protect and maybe even get by in mild winters without protection, right? That's what I would do. Stick with more of the shrubby, lower growing palm trees, because then you're not going to be in a lot of misery when you have to cut it down. I could never cut down a palm. That washi was years ago. He had 10-foot, 50-year-old sago. Wow. Protects. He gave me a pup. That is cool. 2 to 10 feet. Oh, that's awesome. And he's in Washington, eh? Is he in Washington, D.C.? Or is he in Virginia Beach? Are you talking about Washington, D.C., Palms, USA? Needle palms. Yeah, needle palms grow good where you guys are because you guys get that heat, right? Although our needle palms are growing pretty good here. We got a nice clump of them in the back. And when I planted them, they were really small, and they're like probably like this now. So it's a nice bush of needle palms I got growing back there. I water them more. We got the cedar tree cut down. So like I said, the cedar tree roots are not infiltrating that clump of needle palms. And I'm really pleased with the Camadori Microspadex. It looks awesome. Excuse me, getting tired. I was up early and I had a busy day. He had 4 20-foot track. He's never approached, got over his house. And oh, that's sad. That probably the vortex got them. Oh, that is sad. Montgomery, Maryland, north of DC. Wow. I wonder if he's ever been featured in our Palm Society journal. See, that would be a guy to feature in the Palm Society journal. That is really cool, man. That's a shame that his palms died, eh? 4 20-foot palm, 4 to 5 20-foot ones. Palm tree dude. Good to see you in there. And like I say, Palm Tree Dude, Palms USA is the winner last night of the draw. He won the draw last night. So, like I say, he's got to email me his address, and I will ship him off some goodies from Salt Spring Island. I think I'm going to send you a sticker too. I'll send you a cool sticker. He was about to protect them when the friend told him they were fully. Oh no, and he didn't listen to them. That's a shame. In the south, Dorset, 30 minutes from the close Devon. Yeah, tons of palm trees in Devon. I got a lot of gardening books from the UK, and Devon is an awesome place. Thousands of all over my garden, most different species inspired me. Oh, cool. And you inspired me to take my 7-foot tricolor. Oh, cool. Awesome. Good man, Danico. Danico is a palm nut. We need Danico here. Right on. Wendy, Wendy's a good artist. She likes to do her art. Today, actually, we were down in the nursery potting up a lot of stuff. I helped her pot up a bunch of palms. And then we had people come by. You got to listen to this. This is funny. So we had some customers come by to the palm nursery today. There's 3 of them. One lady's not really into palms. She's just kind of tagging along. Well, guess what? When she left our place, she left with a palm tree. She ended up liking palms so much after I toured her through the garden. And we have a big garden. We have a lot of palm trees here. And she says, you know what? I kind of like these palm trees now. I want to buy one too. So she left with a palm tree. The old guy bought a couple $100 worth, and she bought a palm tree too, which is really cool. Yeah. Spent all day in the sun. Cool. Yeah, it's been a beautiful day here too, Palm Tree Dude. It's sunny and it's very warm. I went to my local park, Palm Tree Woods, yesterday. Made a video of scattering thousands of seed in woods. Lots of oh, cool. That is awesome. Well, you know, those scattering the seed is a good thing because they will naturalize in there too. And that's the same thing I do with the Trachycarpa seeds. It's not going to be working with sable seeds. I mean, it's too shady down there, and it's just too cool. You know, so our climate's not good for sable seeds to be sprouting up all over like Trachycarpa seeds, but we do have some that germinated in the garden down by the greenhouse, and those are ones that I dropped when I was potting up stuff. I dropped seeds. There's Trachycarpa seeds everywhere, but some of them appear to be sable minor seedlings. They have to be because they definitely don't look like Trachy seedlings. So I'm guessing they're sable minor seedlings. Yeah. That's awesome. I always love hearing stories like that. There are currently some friends of mine that I am trying to turn. Cool. You're awesome, Palms USA. Well, this old dude phoned me about 2 weeks ago, and he lives over on the Big Island. And he moved here from Alberta 14 years ago. He said he was 80 years old, this guy. So he moved here when he's 66. And he really loves palm trees. So when they came through our garden, they were really blown away, especially when they see, I mean, we have thousands of palm trees here. I kid you not, you'd have to come through our garden, and I'm not making this up. There are palm trees everywhere you look. And so they walked from one end to the other, and we didn't even show them the whole garden, and they ended up buying, I think, how many palms did that guy buy? 5?
Oh, he bought 3.
He bought 2 5-gallons.
3 1-gallon
and 2
5.
So that guy bought 5 palms.
In the 3 1-gallons, he actually got 6 palms because there was like 2 palms.
A lot of our palms have more in a pot.
And he said he was a snowbird. And he had a place in Yuma.
Oh, he had a place in Yuma, Arizona. Okay.
And he said they called him one year. He said he had this palm growing and it was slow. He said, 2 years, slow. They phoned him and said, you have to come because it's growing out into the road.
Oh my God.
So he had to go. But he loves palms.
Yeah. I have some of my friends' palms and they still have. No, that's cool. I gave some of my friends palms. Good for you, man. The palm nuts in the UK all want your garden. And the Swampsonii are growing really good, Danico. They are, they're pretty amazing little palms. And I mean, that's just kind of a name I made up, right? I mean, what else am I going to call these things? They're growing in this deep ravine. And I wish I actually did get internet Wi-Fi down there the other day. I was down there. So maybe I could take Wendy's phone down there and do a live stream and actually show you the Swampsonii close up.
A live stream down there.
Did I have a live stream down there? Oh, I did have a live. No, we had one in the nursery. The nursery.
Oh, in the nursery.
Yeah, the Swampsonii palms are pretty amazing. I have a sable Martianiformis coming in the mail right now. Oh, cool. Those are nice palms. You're in Florida right now. Nice. Yes, a palm for everyone on the island. Trachycarpa. I'd like to give a palm tree to everyone on the island. That'd be kind of cool. I probably have enough of them to do that. I do have enough of them to do that. Actually, I have enough palms to give everybody a palm tree on Salt Spring Island. There's 10,500 people, and I know I have enough palms to do that. Awesome palms. Me too. I biked over local palm lover's house. There were 2 articles in the wash. That's pretty cool, man. He protects sago in winter. I'm glad that guy grows tropicals. That's pretty cool. It's nice to see people growing palms anywhere, in any climate, right? I mean, people push it in Toronto too, right? And people push it in places where palms should not be growing, but they're growing. Right? Even if they have to box them and put a little heat with them for the winter time, they're enjoying their hobby. That's what they're doing, right? So Toby Josh is in there. Hello. And Danico, well, good to have you in there, man. And I'm glad you're a palm lover. And stay tuned for more videos. Like I say, Wendy's going to edit that video tonight of Scotty and I. And Scotty's usually here in the live stream. Scotty's also a palm nut. He's my neighbor. He moved here from the mainland in late January. And Scotty has a lot of palm trees. He has a ton of palm trees. And he had palm trees on the mainland too. And he's a very good guy. And thank God we had Scotty to help me lift that palm tree in the truck because that thing was killer heavy. I just planted a grip of evergreen ferns. Oh, cool. Evergreen ferns, right on. Wendy collects ferns. And we have a lot of ferns in our garden, all different species. He is awesome. Barefoot, his name. He still has lots of palms. 10-foot, 50-year-old. That is crazy. 50-year-old, 10-foot. Did he actually plant it that long ago? That is unreal. 10 foot. That is insane. Wow. I mean, our biggest ones are like this big. I mean, the trunks are just tiny, right? The biggest one I know of is growing in near Vancouver in my friend's garden, and I think it's got about 2 feet of trunk on it, something like that now. It's outside in his garden. Yeah, make a video. That'd be cool. Bo Barefoot is. Oh, I heard of that name. Bo Barefoot. Where have I heard that name before? Maybe one of you guys told me the guy's name before. That's why. I probably heard it from one of you guys. I've heard the name Bo Barefoot. It's kind of cool. So he must be an older dude, right? He's got to be pretty old if he's been growing palms for 50 years. I've been growing palms since the mid 1980s out in our garden. So I've been growing them quite a long time too. But maybe Bo Barefoot's got me beat. That's nice. That's pretty cool. He gave you a sago pup. That is really cool. We have a lot of sagos here. I'm looking at, I think there's 2 or 3 sagos, 2 right there. And we have 3 by the front door of the B&B. And we have 3 in the garden behind the, in the garden up here, which actually planted in the garden. I've got Princeps, another trachea I nearly got. Oh, cool. You're lucky. Okay, I tell you what, Danico, I had Princeps seeds and they wouldn't germinate. So somebody says try them outside. So I threw them in the ground beside the Jubea. Well, guess what? They germinated. So there's some seedlings growing beside the Jubea and they're Princeps. We have Latisectus, Martianus. We have hybrids. We have one that looks like a Winson, but it's probably not a Winson. And we have lots of Fortunae. And what else do we have? That's it. We don't have any other types of Trachycarpus palms. I had a Martianus years ago too, and it froze. Yeah. I've been giving Musabaju to almost anyone who will take them. Yeah, Musabaju are weeds, aren't they? That's cool. I love our Musabaju are kicking leaves.
You got people want to buy them here.
People love bananas. Well, you know what? You can buy bananas. You can buy Musabaju at all the nurseries here. Yeah. Costco sells them. Home Depot sells them. Let me just get out of here. The sun is right in my face. There we go. So hopefully we can go for an hour on this live stream. That would be good. The sun is beating down in here. The guy at Pungo Palms chucked some Jubea seed in the yard and the germinate. It's huge now. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I figured they would do good there, Pungo Palms in Virginia Beach. The biggest ones I know of on our coast, there's a lot of Jubea on our coast, would be Jeff in Victoria. And the trunk is as tall. The tallest ones are as tall as me. The trunk. Wendy's got a picture of him. Yeah, I want to go there maybe in May when I get that day off. I'm going to message him and go over there. I'd like to I'm going to convince him to shoot a video of his garden. He doesn't have to be in the video. No. But I really want to shoot a video of this guy's garden. It will blow you away. It will blow you away, man, what he's got in this garden. We won't disclose the location. We're not going to give an address, but I can tell you he's in southern Vancouver Island. And he's been growing palm trees there since 1984, right? So I was surprised to hear that one would grow. I'm amazed they do like the humidity there, but you know what? Tamar Myers grew a Jubea chilensis in South Carolina, and she had a big one in her garden. So, yeah, incredibly nice and everyone knows. That's pretty cool. Just to throw Jubea seed and watch it grow. So I germinated mine. It was germinated some in seed flats in the baggie, and we have one Jubea in our garden. And like I say, I got the seed from Locarno, Switzerland, and it's doing really well. It's actually an awesome looking palm. The trunk on it is about this big now. I'll be long gone pushing up the palm trees before it looks like anything substantial, that's for sure. Could Jubea ever survive in DC? Well, I can tell you one thing. A bad winter, 2008, killed my friends in Vancouver. Okay, so he lives in North Van, not even that far from the water, and it lost its center spear. It was a pretty good size one. It had a trunk about this big, and it lost its center spear, and it ended up dying. So I'm going to say no. I would say it'd be really short term. They're the most cold hardy pinnate species of palm. I would say good down to minus 10 degrees Celsius and down even to minus. I've heard of them taking minus 15 degrees Celsius for a very short duration, but that is a mature, established Jubea chilensis. Younger ones probably going to perish, but if you've had one in the ground for a while and it's got a substantial sized trunk on it, then it's going to take more cold. And that's usually the way it works with a lot of palm trees, right? So the bigger it is and the more winters it's been through, it's probably going to take a bit more cold. But it's also, you got to remember the length of the freeze. The length of the freeze is more detrimental than a one-night freeze. So if you get one night of minus 10 degrees Celsius, that might not do anything to your Jubea chilensis. But you get about 4 or 5 nights of minus 7, minus 8s, and minus 10s Celsius, I'm talking. So 15 degrees Fahrenheit, that could kill it, right? There is a mature waggy in a sheltered courtyard Botanic Garden and... Oh, yeah, Sereno Repens is another one I'd like to try here again. I tried one years ago, imported it from, I think it came from Jungle Music. Phil Bergman down in Westminster, California, brought it in through the Palm Society. That was at my last place. So I tried a Sereno Repens. It died the first winter. That was Zone 8A, 8B. But I think Sereno Repens would work here on Salt Spring Island for sure. Oh, could you send me some seedlings? Oh, I'd like to try seedlings.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try seedlings. I would try. If anybody sends me some seedlings, I will send you some seedlings back of some of my palms. I would love to try some seedlings for sure. And I don't know if I'd plant them out as seedlings first. I think I'd grow them onto the greenhouse a little bit. Have you grown Lacola? Yes, I've grown Lacola spinosa, Max Lax. I've grown Lacola spinosa, but it's not a hardy palm. It's there's Lacola grandis too. It's a tropical palm. They don't work here. So I really don't fuss too much over tropical things here. We like to grow things that work in our garden. I know I've been saying that. I just don't want them to get fried in Alberta or something. Right now, it's fine. They'll be fine. If you send them now, it's fine. It's mild all across Canada. I don't have Waggy. I have, you know what I have? I have Trachycarpus tequil cross fortunae. I have that one. Let's just see. Danico. So anyway, palm tree dude, yeah, you can send anything now. It's safe right across Canada. There's no more freezes. It's all done. So I will definitely do that. If somebody sends me something, I will send them something back. That's just the way it is. That's the way I work, right? So I got some from England. I think they were from England. I got Trachycarpus tequil crossed fortunae. So those will be interesting ones too. I did plant a small one in the garden. So I would like to put some Sereno Repens to the test here. Wendy lets me test all different types of palms in our garden here. That's what's so nice about Wendy, because you know what?
I love palms.
Wendy loves palm trees. My last wife liked palm trees too, but I don't think she was as big as palm nut as Wendy. Wendy's much bigger palm nut.
We've just moved one. That one that we moved from the back to here.
That's called a bamboo palm.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Camadoria microspadex.
Yeah.
And the results, it was so dry in the front of the house. It's unbelievable the growth coming out of the microspade.
So sad for 2-3 years.
I've had that palm since Plaid died. I got that 5 years ago.
Yeah, it just looked horrible. And now that Joe, you moved it, it is, yeah.
Wendy is awesome. Wendy is a good gal, and yeah, she puts up with me, so she has to be. So yeah, he says Wendy's the best. Well, some Danico in England. So Wendy puts up with me. So yeah, she is the best because she has to put up with me because I'm a pretty crazy guy to live with. Kind of eccentric.
He pops.
I'm pretty loud.
Avocado seeds in the
I put, you know what really pisses Wendy off? Whenever I eat an avocado, I pop the seeds in her garden, and avocados come up all over our garden, and she gets annoyed with it. And I says, you know what? Leave them alone because they're a really tender plant, and they're going to fry most likely in the winter. But most of the time, they make it through the winter here, and when it gets too cold, they freeze. Right? So we have some in the garden that all went through last winter. So, you're an artist too. Danico's an artist too. Danico, yeah.
Is
cool.
That a woman or a man?
That's cool. You're an artist. Awesome.
Is that a man? Danico?
Wendy is awesome. Anyone who pulls my name from a draw is... Well, Wendy pulled your name. So that's cool, Danico. That is awesome. So what type of paintings do you do? Wendy does a lot of West Coast art. She does tropical stuff too. Too bad your gallery wasn't open. I'd grab a skateboard and show them one of your skateboards. There's probably some skateboarders out there.
I just got a government grant.
Yeah, Wendy just got a government grant. She's going to do an art class here, and the government's going to pay her to do an art class, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Do you guys have Instagram profile? Absolutely. I'm Instagram. I Instagram every day. Wendy's Instagram too. I'm Banana Joe. I'm Banana Joe Clementi on there, and Wendy is Magnolia Petal SSI. So Wendy's Magnolia Petal SSI. That's the name of our B&B, and we call it Magnolia Petal Exotic Gardens. And I'm Banana Joe Clementi on there. So yeah, I put pictures on Instagram every day. I paint and draw nature or people. Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's good. So Wendy's more into that too. She does people and nature. Yeah. You and Wendy would get along good. That's awesome. Good for you. That's cool.
Art is healing.
Art is healing. Wendy likes you. When we go to Maui and she sits on the beach, she does artwork on the beach. So Wendy's got a little art gallery here. It's kind of really cool. It's a tiny little art gallery. And she used to have a big art gallery at her other place, but she sold that place. So she made a small art gallery here, and it's amazing what you can fit in a tiny building. It's full of art. Are you cooking chili?
Yep.
Wendy's cooking chili. So we're just about an hour here, this live stream. We'll go for a little bit longer before
do they have an Instagram
Do you have hey, Danico, do you have an Instagram? You're fun ukulele. Okay, I definitely know who you are, Toby Josh. I just brought the ukulele out here to show people. Have you seen Wendy's ukulele? Wendy's got a beautiful ukulele. Oh, you've seen the art gallery. Okay, that's gallery 59. Yeah, and you're Palm Tree Dude on Instagram, Palm Tree Dude.
Does Danico have an Instagram?
And Danico, you have an Instagram, right? Are you an Instagram? Yeah, that's Gallery 59 is Wendy's art gallery on Facebook. We're on Facebook as well.
But on
I play guitar, ukulele. It's an awesome. Yeah, ukulele is Wendy's got one she bought in Maui, and it is a koa wood ukulele. It's quite a beautiful ukulele. So Palms USA plays ukulele, and he plays guitar.
Oh, nice.
I like both instruments. I really like the sound of ukulele because it reminds me of Hawaii. Yeah. And ukulele is actually a Portuguese instrument, and ukulele means jumping flea. Jumping flea. That's what the Hawaiians tell us. So it was brought to Hawaii by Portugal in Portuguese. Cool. Yeah. I haven't really set up my art, but I will. Yeah, you should set up an Instagram. Yeah, do it, and then we'll hit you up on Instagram really too. Like Instagram. But check out mine. Mine's all plant stuff. I put all this on. Play a hand pan. Oh, I like the hand pans. The hand pans are really cool. What is that? I see them. They're like this. Playing them in the park. I got videos of guys playing the hand pan here. They're cool. Metal UFO drum. Yeah, metal UFO drum. I call it. Looks like a UFO, and it's the coolest sound. Yeah, so cool. I've got videos of guys playing those here. Nice. I use Instagram. Yeah, that's it. I use Instagram for my palm pics.
Does anyone do that singing bowl for meditation?
Coconut palm died a long time ago. Max Lax. I will never waste my time or money on a coconut palm again. And Wendy told me not to buy the last one, but I didn't listen to her. I bought it, and it ended up dying. You know what? It was doing really good outside. And the minute it got cool out and I brought it inside our dry house, it declined. So they're not a good palm outside of the tropics. Except my message thing was broken. Oh, it was broken. Went there probably about 5-6 years ago. She went to Lisbon, Portugal, and stayed in my friend's apartment in Lisbon.
Is that person been?
Sounds like a metal harp. It does. It's beautiful. What's that?
Is that person been?
Palms USA?
Their grandma?
Have you been to Portugal before? I've never been. I've never been to Europe before. Wendy's been all over Europe. I've never been to Europe. So I'll probably never go to Europe. Not with all the stuff going on in the world now. I got to go to Italy. I mean, my relatives live in Italy, so I got to go to Italy. It's maybe one point in my life, hopefully. I'd like to go to Vietnam too.
Maybe we'll go, if they put a thing on the passports, maybe when we're older, we'll just do it. We'll bite the dust, get the shot, and go to Italy.
Would you say Lisbon is warmer than Rome? I don't know what the latitude is of that. You better check. I mean, what is the latitude of Rome? We know Lugano, Switzerland is 46 degrees north latitude, and Rome is lower than that. So what is the latitude of Lisbon and Rome? I don't know. That's a good question.
I think it's just the tip of our roof.
Really? Butia crosses.